From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. 52's the mic. Let's go defense. Let's go defense. And here we go. Shit. Ready.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. He'll wind up getting... a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
The tackle by Malik Jefferson. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Hey! My 52. He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Big Griffin.
Now it's Gurley. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, Delta. I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 52. Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This will be taken at the 10. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 43-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Check 24.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch 14.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Hey, echo.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he stopped immediately there. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Darnold. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line.
22 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. Here we go. Check, go.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. On play action, they'll throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. Shrugs him off. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
2nd and 10. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for
a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they are going going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Littleton drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Natson. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Here's 2nd and 8. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Here we go, here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. 52's the mark, boys. 50. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Pass. Check, 52's the mark. Check, 52's the mark. Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st down, Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Now, lady, it's just me and you. You draw quarters.
Back to throw, Darnold. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go
under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Yep. They're going to look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Weapon. 52. Go, go. Hey, 52.
Looking to throw. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12.
SOS. 6-6, pull it high. That's a safety creep.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the Buccaneers' 9-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Tight dog. 22 jet bomber. Hey, exit. Ready.
Here's the 2nd and 7. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha. 45. Mike, 45.
They'll drop to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zerline's kick is up and through. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken very short. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold stepping up. He's going to keep it. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Bradley Pena now. He's been terrific so far. Here's Natson. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Ready. 50, plant. Hey, high 7. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the snap.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
45 the mic. 45 the mic. Look, squeeze. 36. Look at me, zipper. Stay at home.
They'll set up to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
They'll go again to Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To try again after the sack. Darnold. The pressure gets to him again. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Darnold from the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackle, that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, V, let's go.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30, stops him short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This will be fielded at the 17. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Hey, defense, let's go. Recon, 132 fighter. Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And Woods has it complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Back, 3, 218, chop. Watch out. Hey, zoom. 52, right 52. Watch the slant. Big grip.
Now back to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his 2nd NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. Hey, Charlie. Where's 52? Watch 52. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Going up top for Kupp. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. And that one's complete to Garland. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Watch the run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll drop to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They'll set up a throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I'm coming after you. Yes. 45. Ready?
Back to throw again. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
Hey, exit. 45 to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school. 45 to Mike. Man, that's trash.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Brings up fourth down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural. But I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that. And I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for Tampa Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.